Hey, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about the long-awaited sequel to the original Ghostbusters film, Ghostbusters Afterlife. This film was supposed to come out last year, but due to the pandemic, it was delayed. And just so anyone wants to know, this film is canon with both Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters Afterlife was directed by Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, the same Ivan Reitman that directed the original Ghostbusters film. So just like in the trailer, we are made aware that Egon Spengler has passed away. His estranged daughter and his two grandchildren that know nothing about him go out to a farmhouse in a small town where Egon spent his last final days. McKenna Grace plays Phoebe, Spengler's granddaughter. She is very much a Spengler, and she is picking up the pieces a lot faster than anyone else in the family, and she comes to realize who her grandfather was. While learning about her grandfather, she manages to make a new friend who is very reminiscent of a young Ray Stantz. We're introduced to Podcast, played by actor Logan Kim, and these two characters really give off a young version of like Ray and Egon, and I thought that was actually very cool because right away I was like, he's just like Ray. While learning about her grandfather, she does get a helping hand by her teacher, played by actor Paul Rudd, and he tells her all about the Ghostbusters and what they did to save New York City in the 80s. As you might have it, they find a ghost trap, they release some ghosts, and they gotta clean up the town. This film definitely follows the outline more of the original Ghostbusters film. The original Ghostbusters film was written as a supernatural story with some comedic twists, but not an all-out comedy. This film has those elements and adds like a coming-to-age story on top of it as well. I'm not going to go into any more details about the film because I don't want to give anything away because it's very easy to give this away, but I did overall really enjoy this movie. This film was respectively done. This film pays as much tribute to the original Ghostbusters and also pays a great deal of tribute to Harold Ramis, who passed away a few years back. They did such a good job in the tribute to Harold Ramis in the film and also to the character of Egon. I was actually getting teary-eyed quite a few times during the movie. McKenna Grace definitely carries the film on her shoulders. I would say these were my three favorite characters throughout the entire movie. I felt like they actually added something to the film, and honestly, Paul Rudd could be an honorary Ghostbuster anytime if you ask me. I only had two issues with this movie, and one of them being a couple of the characters kind of figured everything out a little too fast. And I was like, you guys just found this out like 30 minutes ago. Now you guys know how to work everything. You guys know how to do all this stuff. I was like, no, that's a little too quick for me. Another thing I did not like about the movie, and there was a lot that I loved about the movie, was the whole entire movie is building and building and building, which is great. It's building to something really like a big finale, and it's constantly building and building suspense and building story that when you get to the ending seems very rushed. Like it's quick. It's like almost like I felt like there was half an hour cut from the movie, and I was like, oh, that's a little too quick. You know, after all that build up, I was like, But the ending is very good. The ending is very good. I just felt like we got to that a little too quick. Like I said before, it does pay a lot of fan service. It is done very respectively, and we get a great Harold Ramis tribute, and we get some great cameos in the film. And the way that the movie's ended makes me wonder, where can the movie go from here? Where can the franchise go? And I'm thinking it would be actually very cool if they did maybe like a Ghostbusters Academy. That would be very cool. Another way to get other people involved in this movie, in this franchise, and maybe hopefully keep a lot of the old characters from the previous films. And like I said before, I felt like this film was carried by McKenna Grace, and also these three characters all together were probably the best characters, and I would like to see more of these characters. Probably only alongside with original cast members from the original film. I'm going to give Ghostbusters Afterlife a B+. Hopefully you like what you see here. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'm Mike the Movie Misfit. I'll see you at the movies.
Get more out of life. Go out to a movie.